In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Side podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
What's up, man? We're on.
That scared me. How's it going?
It's going.
It's going good?
Yeah, it's been going good, man. How about yourself?
Something's been on my mind, Mason.
What has been on your mind?
We gotta talk about the Michael Jackson documentary.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched it. I watched all of it, yeah.
Did you watch the hour Oprah special after it?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I had to take a break, honestly.
Yeah, no, I bet. I had to take a break after part one. I didn't watch part two for like 3 days afterwards.
Did you watch all? You watched all of it, though, right?
I watched all of it, unfortunately. I'd say the first part's probably worse than the second part, but
yeah, at least physically. I mean, for the physical stuff is definitely a lot worse, but I think the mental stuff is really bad in part two.
Right.
When they're So what's your what do you think about it? It's controversial right now.
Super controversial.
One of my favorite podcasters, Ethan Klein from H3H3, he came out on Twitter and said something like Michael Jackson is guilty and everything, and people just tore him apart.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of Michael Jackson supporters out there who don't think
take a look
he
at the
did anything.
documentary.
I know.
There's people that
rioting.
I'll
in the
never
streets.
understand people that live and die by someone they don't even know.
They don't even know. They've never
Their
had a face-to-face interaction with.
I worked with someone and they were telling me that her husband's family is like that. Like they're just diehard Michael Jackson fans, and they won't even watch the documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that so funny but that's again, it goes back to that conflict that we've always had in this country where it's like, can we separate the artist from what they've done? Because this isn't the first case of shit like this, you know. Maybe child molestation, but I mean just with artists in general, they tend to be fucked up individuals.
What are you saying? You saying he's guilty, Michael Jackson? What's your verdict on this one?
You know what? I can't say either way because I really do not know, and that's what sucks. Like we don't know either way.
I'm gonna tell you after watching this, it's very hard for me to say nothing did not happen.
Right, and then not only that, but you have two adults coming out now, and then two others.
He married one of these kids.
Right, allegedly, because we don't know, but
but
the
that's
ceremony
a
and everything, that's
detail
creepy
to make
as hell.
up, right?
Yeah,
I mean, just if they're lying, that's a crazy detail.
Right.
And to have the ring and say that they went to the place, or trying it on his hand and saying that it was for someone else, that blew my mind. That's
another level. That's another level crazy shit.
That's crazy.
Dude. Yeah.
Married
you know what sucks? I have a
kid.
Michael Jackson Thriller jacket that I've not been able to wear. And I don't know when I'll ever be able to wear it again because I'll just
the worst part besides the pedophilia and everything about that is you go away from that documentary having a Michael Jackson song stuck in your head.
Right.
I was singing Bad for days after that. And every time I sing, I had to catch myself and, oh, man.
Black and white.
And then remember how depressing that fucking documentary is. It's a hard one to stomach.
It's very hard, man.
But it's a
tough.
really well put together documentary.
It is a good documentary.
But man.
They got perspectives from a lot of people too. Even the grandma who came on always was funny as hell.
Those parents, man, they just might be as much to blame. I mean,
definitely. But again, we got to look at Michael Jackson, the biggest star in the world. It's got to be overwhelming.
That's the thing about that. That's the thing about the documentary is you don't know how manipulative he was. He knew what he was doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, he bought these families,
and that's why I wanted to ask you if you watched the Oprah thing because it got into that more and how he manipulated them.
Oh yeah,
like he would cry all the time to get sympathy from the kids and be like,
he'd buy them
this
houses
is what love
and
is.
shit.
Yeah,
and
this is how we show our love together. Like it's real.
And telling the kids
shit.
that they'd both go to jail and just training them to not get caught and stuff.
Right.
So if they are making all that up, it's
very
just the damn near most detailed and best story that you could make up.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but yeah. It's been tough.
I do recommend to watch the Oprah one because she kind of cracks down on the one guy who like had a lawsuit to try to get millions of dollars, and she asked him some tough questions. I think he handled the situation well, and he has his reasons.
That was the guy that had money. That was the
guy.
Right,
that's the guy who was a choreographer.
That was the guy who
has
Britney
Spears,
and he was doing well the entire time.
Exactly, and you know he's got money if he's working for those high, reputable people.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So.
He filled in for Joey Fatone and the Backstreet Boys when he got hurt. He was one.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got plenty of money for sure.
I know, but what I did appreciate about Oprah, she did her investigation, she did her research, and she asked the tough questions because people do ask those questions, and that's why, you know, a lot of people wanted to know, well, why'd you file that suit for millions of dollars against the Michael Jackson estate after going to bat for him on 2 separate occasions?
Yeah.
So. But it was good. I would recommend.
By the time those kids were adults, by the time they were old, they were messed up.
Right.
Man, were they fucked up. The way they talk about how just not feeling anything and just, you know, it took them forever to even tell their parents about it. That's the crazy, and their wives and everything. That's the crazy.
Well,
part.
and multiple times they lied to their parents, understandably, because they were psychologically
programmed to do it, and they were forced to do it. I mean, they.
Well, and what they said that Michael Jackson told them all the time was that, you know, if you ever say anything, it ruins my life and your life.
You'll both go to jail. Yeah.
Which is some fucked up shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And it's not hard to manipulate a kid. I mean,
especially 7.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 7 and 10 years old. That's how old they were when they started this relationship with Michael Jackson.
14. That's how long that one relationship lasted.
7 years. Could you imagine of just brainwashed? Like, it's no joke, man. It's crazy.
It's that's what I'm saying. For the fact that some people won't even watch the documentary,
right?
That's just people that will not look at the other side, are so stuck. Like the people in the documentary. When you watch the documentary, whenever he went to trial, he only actually went to trial once because the other one was settled out of court.
Right, it was. But the first one was.
Yeah, the first one was. But there's no people against Michael Jackson. At those places, there's no one cheering for the kid.
Right,
everyone is against those kids when they come out.
Well, in the documentary, it shows that just everyone, hundreds and thousands of people celebrating.
Oh yeah,
as if like
freaking Oh, they're crying and losing their minds, sobbing. Yeah, but
pretty disturbing actually in hindsight.
Oh yeah.
To hear these allegations come out.
This is what I hear that people are saying now, because they still want to listen to their music, is that we're not Michael Jackson fans now. We're Quincy Jones fans, because Quincy Jones produced all of his music. So we can say we're fans of Quincy Jones. Right. We're just not fans of Michael Jackson.
Well, you know what? Like, if everything that has come out is true, which there's a lot of evidence to suggest that.
Yeah.
He was still a very talented artist.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's tough about the whole situation, man. Is like, he may be a fucked up person, and there's no doubt about that, like, with all this evidence that has came out, but he was super talented at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really hard as, like, trying to compartmentalize
What's interesting about that documentary is it's a documentary. It's a documentary about Michael Jackson, but it's a documentary about how he was like the last huge celebrity that was like a god.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays everyone knows everything about a celebrity because social media and everything, but he was the last one where he was like a god, you know.
Yeah.
And no one knew anything about him.
Pre-internet,
there's
everything.
mystery, so no one really knew much about him. He only came out when he wanted to come out and stuff like that. So he was like, I don't think we'll ever have celebrities like that again.
Never. We don't, because we're so well versed now that you can't have a celebrity that big. There's too many avenues, too many venues on the internet. So.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, we're not here to talk about.
We're not here to talk about that anymore. No.
This is movie news, right?
Yes, it is movie news.
Yes, it is.
Episode 124.
Yes, where we talk about all the happenings.
And I cannot wait to bring up this first piece of news.
What do you got for me?
Okay, so Cash Kraus, do you remember how optimistic I was for Shazam?
Yeah.
So the reviews are in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some early reviews. Hashtag Shazam was damn near perfect in my book. My favorite DC movie. DCEU, what are we saying now? By far. Pure of heart, incredibly funny, full of in-jokes and references. Brought me a childlike joy to watch. This role was made for Zachary Levi.
We were both pretty. I mean, excited.
we were
for,
optimistic
Yeah, and
about
I
it,
thought
yes.
I'll stick by it. Said I thought Shazam was going to be better than Captain Marvel.
Right.
So that was an early prediction of mine.
It was.
But yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so excited, dude.
yeah.
Because it looks so good in the trailer that I did not want this movie to disappoint me.
I don't
not.
see how it is going to.
I know. And there's more. There's a ton. Like, Shazam is an absolute delight, super vibrant, tons of heart, and a great, fun-loving vibe. Wow. These are great reviews coming out right now, man. Good for DC, though. I'm so fucking excited we're getting good DC films. And then we got Suicide Squad 2 news, too, as well.
Oh,
but
what do you got about Suicide Squad?
Okay, so there's new characters.
Did
you hear about the new characters? My computer's so slow right now because I'm just.
Well, you told me
too many
you told me earlier that Idris Elba was being looked at for Deadshot.
Yeah, and it's almost confirmed. It's not yet.
Almost confirmed,
it's not,
though. Okay.
But it's almost. So that's pretty good. But we have new characters as well. So a few of the ones, which one of them I'm most excited about is King Shark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the
King Shark's
new.
in the cartoon.
Yeah. It's one of the new.
Who's gonna play King Shark, man?
Who knows?
I mean,
Who knows?
it's gonna be a voice, I'm guessing, unless they're gonna do.
Well, yeah, because primarily it'll be CGI. So.
Yeah.
But it's. I'm trying to find it here.
But man, that's
Ratcatcher.
Ratcatcher. I do not know.
It's
who
the
that
one.
is.
It's the villain who has control over all the rats.
Yeah,
and
he's
can,
like Willard.
mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a weird character to have in there.
I think it'll be cool though, and they're gonna gender
It's gonna have
swap
a ton
that. So it's gonna be a girl instead of a guy, which
Girl Ratcatcher.
I actually like better. It actually sounds more like creepy. And then obviously King Shark. Let's see, and then Polka Dot Man, too.
I do not know a lot of these people.
No, I'm not too familiar with
Those
Polka Dot
are-
Man. I know obviously King Shark.
Those are some obscure
Ratcatcher,
heroes. I'm
I
guessing.
think it'll be fun though.
I think. Well, if anyone,
I mean,
can do it,
Jesus
it's James
Christ.
Gunn.
Yeah. And he's putting this whole thing together too.
Let's take a look at Polka Dot Man here.
Yeah, pull up an image. That's Polka Dot Man.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I would think. He's covered
Right,
in polka
just
dots.
covered
from
in
head to
polka
toe.
dots. Yeah.
I guess what could his power be?
Has the ability to grow polka dots on his body that can be used as weapons and also resides in Gotham. So these polka dots are used
That's
as
one
weapons.
of his powers that he
Are they
also
like-
resides in Gotham.
I guess so. He resides in Gotham.
It's a pretty lame power. One of them is just him living someplace.
Right.
So
And
it's Rat Man.
Yep. Shark, King Shark, and then Polka Dot
That
Man,
is a lame.
and then Peacemaker too. Peacemaker will be in it.
Man, what villain are they going to go against?
I have no idea.
If they go against the Joker, I think he's just going to kill half these guys.
Pretty easily, I would say.
I'm not scared of
Maybe
a man.
not King Shark.
I am
though.
not scared of a man covered in polka dots. I'm not even sure how he made the team.
I'm not quite sure either. They're running out of villains, I
Yeah,
suppose. Yeah, at this
desperate.
rate. But it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be so good.
I'm excited for it too. If, like I said, James Gunn doing it, Will Smith, if you're listening, which I know you are, close friend of the show, get back in this movie. This is one movie he's
Yes.
gonna want to do.
Totally.
Don't do Aladdin. Don't do Aladdin 2 if
Yeah.
if that's even in the works. But come on.
You want to hear one other Suicide Squad 2 news as well?
Oh yeah.
Dave Bautista, James Gunn, you know how they have a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at Dave Bautista to play Peacemaker,
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
I did.
which would be cool.
He
I'd
loves-
love to see
James
Dave
Gunn
Bautista.
loves Dave Bautista.
got a good
Fucking
relationship.
Loves him.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants him in every movie possible. But yeah, I'm not sure who Peacemaker is. Also,
He's one who believes in peace, but he goes to extreme measures and murders people to keep peace, which is
it's not. I mean, he's not a peacemaker.
definitely not. But that's his name.
quite the- it's opposite,
Quite the
actually.
opposite,
Yeah.
right? It's like going to war to have peace. I believe is what.
All right.
Yeah, odd.
Yeah. Well, any other DC news that we got?
Not off the top of my head. No. Oh yes, yeah. There's more DC news.
Really?
Okay, so the new Batman, right?
Oh, yeah, I thought you were gonna say Top Gun.
No. The number one guy they're looking at right now is Jack Raynor
For who?
for Batman.
Oh.
27-year-old. He was in Sing Street.
What?
Yeah.
Jack Raynor? How do you spell his last name?
Reynor.
R-E-Y.
Young man, too. I think he's only like 27 years old. He was also in Transformers Edge of Extinction.
Oh, yeah, he plays the boyfriend.
Right, yep.
That was a shitty movie.
It was
man.
terrible.
Oh yeah, he plays the brother in Sing Street.
Right. Yep.
Sing Street's good.
Great film.
Man,
And
he's
it's
had
one
to
we
have
haven't
something
reviewed
else.
on here that I'm like, God, we got to review that.
He's Irish. So what?
So maybe he's going to
So it's
have
not
an Irish accent.
It's not
It's like, I'm Batman.
It's not gonna be an old man
Fuck
Batman.
you. No, it's a young Batman. That's why they believe Ham's out of the running for it. John Hamm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which is unfortunate because I'd love to see him as Batman. But I guess if they're going to go young and reboot it, they might
Yeah.
as well just have a young Batman, have him for 10 years. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to play Batman? You know it's going to be
Well,
successful.
it's crazy that they're not getting anyone more famous. That's usually DC's thing.
Normally.
to
But
get
maybe
someone
they're
that's
trying to
already
do different
established,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why their track record is so good already.
Well, and obviously you know that Matt Reeves is directing this, right? The new Batman. It's called The Batman. It's scheduled to hit theaters summer of 2021.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a Suicide Squad 2 August 6th of 2021, and then we're going to have The Batman in the summer
And
of
doesn't the
2021.
Joker come out? Does Joker come out 2020?
Which Joker do you mean? You mean the Joaquin Phoenix one?
that comes
Doesn't
out-
that come out this year?
Oh, maybe it comes out. Oh yeah, I think it
Yeah,
might.
I think it comes out this year, man.
I think it might. It has to.
Pretty sure. And then they got Jack O'Connell as a second option for Batman. He's 28 years old.
So they're getting. So I mean, they're obviously looking for. A
They're
certain
looking
age.
young for
Yeah.
sure.
Crazy. What about this? Captain Marvel made $455
I
million
saw that
worldwide.
And I believe it because I tried to get tickets on Saturday.
That's what a lot of
I
people
looked at
told me.
3 different theaters. They were all sold out. I had to go to a special time just to see this movie.
what a lot of people told
just
me.
to see it in GXL. Yeah, so it's selling out. It's a
Special
big
time.
fucking
What are you
deal.
talking? Like 3 a.m. They had to sneak you in or something.
No, 12. Okay, so the 11. Listen to this. The 11:20 completely sold out. The 12 completely sold out. The 12:20 completely sold out. The 12:50, I literally found 6 seats.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I went today and there was like 20 people in the theater.
What?
Yeah, there was not.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
During the
dude.
day. I mean,
'Cause
that was
so.
that was at 2:40. Yeah.
It was so packed, man.
Not-
on
but
Saturday.
not a lot of people-
Maybe everyone went and saw it on Saturday.
It was 3D though.
Oh well, that's
maybe-
why. Who
maybe
the
that-
fuck wants to go see it in 3D? Not this guy.
No. Yeah. So
It is
that-
set for 2019. Side note.
Does it give us
October
an actual?
4th is what they're saying.
Oh, around
That's
October.
it's very.
October's gonna be a good.
It'll
month,
be a
'cause-
great month.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it comes out in September actually.
Oh, it does,
I
doesn't
think
it?
so because it came out in September last.
But you know it'll be in theaters through Halloween. There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way they're not
If
going
it's
to.
good,
They know how
if
big it's going to
If
be.
it's good, I'll definitely see it
Yeah,
a couple
definitely.
times. I'll see it once in October for sure. Nice. It's shaping up for a lot of DC movies now. I mean, they look like
That looks
they're
like they're
not
on the
scared
up,
anymore.
man.
Yeah,
Looks like they're on the up. I'm so excited about Shazam. I cannot wait.
I really do hope it's good. Yeah.
So do I, man. I hope it's good too. So I bringing up movies that are set in March, right? Because March is a big month for us, right? So
Yeah,
I have 2 pieces
Up.
of news, and yeah, right.
I can't believe we're already getting another Jordan Peele movie. It's amazing. Yeah.
The reviews are in for that,
I saw. Well, I just looked on Rotten Tomatoes. It has 100% right now.
right? But here's the thing, man. I mean, people. I told you,
Yeah, these-
it cracks.
Paper chairs.
Yeah, unfortunately. Listen to this. This is one of the reviews, okay? Like, these people are for real. Jordan Peele's Us is a horror masterpiece. We are witnessing the birth of a modern-day Hitchcock. 20 years from now, we will ask one another what our favorite Peele film is, and you will get 10 to 12 different answers.
That's
This
awesome.
guy is on another
It really
level.
is, man.
He's on another
And
fucking
he's doing all
level.
kinds. He's doing like the Hitchcock move too, where he's going on TV and he's doing
Right.
Twilight Zone.
I
and he's-
cannot wait for that. He's
And he has another
rebooting that.
sci-fi series coming out that's coming out on YouTube. He's doing all kinds.
What
of
an incredible mind. And we would have never known about this had he had not gotten big, like through like Key and Peele and all these different
We started on
avenues.
Mad
I mean,
TV.
Right. But I mean,
That's
like all
how I
these
knew him,
different,
yeah.
my point I was trying to make is all these different avenues in comedy.
Oh,
Who would
yeah.
have known that
Yeah.
he was a horror mastermind? You know what I'm saying?
know.
But now getting those opportunities through comedy, he's able to present these horror masterpieces. I'm so
And
excited for us.
I like that he's making them one after another. You know,
Right.
once you find something, do it. Then
Yep.
there's some directors that they'll do one movie, then they'll take like 5 years to do their next movie.
James Cameron?
When you have an idea,
No.
well, yes, sometimes.
Sometimes.
When he's not
He
pumping
takes
out
big-
4
right,
avatars at a time,
right.
though. Yeah.
But when
takes
he
big
does
breaks,
take his
then
layoffs, he takes his
then
layoffs, man.
Yeah, then he comes out with 10 movies in 1 year. But that's exactly. I mean, he said when Get Out came that he has 5 ideas already ready. So I hope we just get a Jordan Peele movie every year.
So do I.
And he just wins 5 Oscars in a row. First time ever.
I know.
He should.
What a great mind. What a great mind.
That's comedians for you, man. They're dark thinkers, I think.
They are.
They got it, yeah.
And this comes out, when does it come out? The 22nd, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the 22nd. But here's a movie that we didn't talk about that comes out in March that I just came across. I had no idea that this movie was coming out in theaters. But people are saying that this is Matthew McConaughey's role that he was born to play. Did you hear about this movie? It's called The Beach Bum.
Oh, yeah.
I've
seen it.
I knew
Yeah,
nothing
it does look good. Yeah,
I
it
heard,
does look good.
And the reviews are out for that too, and they're saying Matthew McConaughey
Born to play, he literally
incredible.
looks like he's playing himself. I mean, he looks like he's playing the same character he plays in every movie.
Right, because he's like a super stoner.
Yeah, and he's just like, I mean, he's like the southern draw,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but isn't Zac Efron's in that also?
Zac Efron's in it. Snoop Dogg's in it. There's a bunch of cameos from a
Love
lot
me
of
some
celebrities.
Snoop. Yeah, that's...
Oh, how do you not like Snoop? You know.
He plays like a poet or something.
Yes, he does.
Doesn't
a poet.
he? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks awesome. When does that come out?
Side note: have you seen The Kindergarten Teacher on Netflix?
No, but when the trailer dropped a while ago, I want to see. That's the one with Maggie Gyllenhaal,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. I just did a 5-minute review on our Have You
That's
Seen
what
It page.
yeah.
Dude, I like that movie a lot. I think you would like it too.
I think so too.
It just
I love
moves
Maggie
along
Gyllenhaal.
really well.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great movie. But yeah, The Beach Bum, man. I'm excited about this. Snoop Dogg. I'm trying to find all the other like cameos that they're having in this. There's a bunch of like celebrity cameos throughout this thing. I can't find it.
Yeah, because he's a celebrity in it, right? Isn't he hanging around with
Yeah, he's
celebrities
hanging
all the
around,
time and
yeah.
stuff? Yeah. Nice. I'm excited for that.
Well, so we'll have to review that too. But March 29th is also Dumbo, and we have to review Dumbo.
Yeah.
That's my most anticipated.
And
Tim Burton
going
come on.
to Captain Marvel, they showed another Dumbo trailer when I was in.
I know,
Yeah.
and that one looked even better. I was like, it was getting me more hyped.
It showed a lot. Yeah, I know, man. I'm excited for that movie. Michael Keaton looks awesome in that.
Oh, yeah.
And Danny DeVito.
Danny
How could they
DeVito,
not?
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's shaping up to look real nice.
The career of Colin Farrell, man, he fucking had a huge comeback.
Huge
I mean,
comeback.
he did
know,
all.
'cause we didn't know
He's been
about him
doing
for-
all those indie films and stuff, and every film he's in is fucking like. It's
great.
Yeah, man.
And then
From
Yorgos.
doing Daredevil with Ben Affleck to Dumbo.
What was the bad guy's name in that?
Bullseye?
Bullseye. That's right.
Yeah.
Iconic
And Michael Clark
scene.
Duncan was Kingpin, which
Right,
was good.
that's
Which
right.
I did like.
He
Michael,
was. Yeah. R.I.P. Man.
Yeah.
God, we miss him. The Green Mile.
Big
the most
boy.
Fucking,
Oh yeah, John Coffey.
Bullseye is his name, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Bullseye.
Most iconic scene ever. When I was a kid, on the plane.
Yeah,
flicks
with the peanuts,
and he
yeah.
chokes the old lady. I'm like, damn, what a vicious.
I did think he
motherfucker.
was a good Bullseye.
Yeah, he was.
'Cause Ben Affleck, that fucking sucked down. That movie sucked all around. But
Yeah. Which is
Elektra-
funny because I saw last week, which I didn't bring up in our movie news, but the director of that film stands by that movie and says it's still good. I'm dead serious. I
mean,
saw that last week.
Have we learned anything from,
was like, not even
from
worth bringing
directors?
up.
They always will stand by.
They'll
it.
double down on any movie they've done.
Because
Right.
I mean, you're not going to give 3 years or something and then come out and say, oh, that movie sucked.
Right.
Unless it's a while, like a retrospective, where you
Yeah,
could
yeah,
go
yeah.
out and say. But if it's someone that just did a movie, they're not going to come out and say that it fucking sucks. Look at Zack Snyder.
Right, he's still sticking
We
by
know
everything
his
he's
movie
done.
sucked, and he's still coming out and
He
saying
tripled
how good.
down on that DC shit too, man.
I saw Ben Affleck said something about it.
Did he really?
He just said he was amused by it, and he like laughed
Oh,
when he
okay.
heard it.
Yeah.
Because you saw Ben Affleck came out and spoke about the Batman and why he dropped it.
I did not see that,
He said
no.
that he just never found his rhythm or anything. He said he never felt right as the part.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why he dropped it, huh?
I said it hadn't.
Well, I mean, respect to him because he could easily be making
Oh,
$20
yeah.
million a movie doing that. So the fact that he dropped it because he just didn't feel right
But
about
I am
it.
glad. I did not think he was. I was against him when I heard he was announced as Batman, and I still don't think he did that great of a job. I mean, obviously not.
Right.
People didn't like those movies. I hear.
You hear or you know?
No, I hear. Sherlock Holmes 3 slated for 2021 release. Are you a Sherlock Holmes fan?
I watched the first one. It was all right.
You haven't seen the second one?
Haven't seen the second one. I don't know.
It's basically, you summed it up. It's
Yeah.
it's all right.
It's all right.
that's
I
what
don't know why
yeah.
they're making a third. I mean, it was nothing where it was, you know, blew my hair
they've
back or
always
anything.
talked about it, like right when the second one came out. When the second one kind of bombed at the box office, and this one's been like bounced back and forth. It's been like pushed back a bunch.
And December 2021 is when that's scheduled to release.
Yeah.
They must have like a
It's Robert Downey
story.
Jr. Man. Robert Downey Jr. is a huge name. They just must assume that.
That's true. That it'll be a cash
that
crop.
you put him
Someone
on
will-
anything.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. Oh, there's already a review.
I know you
thread.
love some Jeff Goldblum, so I got some
You
news.
know I love me some Jeff Goldblum.
It's a little snippet of news, but
Uh-huh.
Jeff Goldblum quotes iconic Jurassic Park line to scientists recreating dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about that?
I mean, I know
So
the
there's
line.
right, but there's an article that has came out that says we are able to reproduce and genetically modify dinosaurs in the next 5 to 10 years.
I believe when I see it, man. People have always said that. I mean,
Right.
How? I mean, the science to Jurassic Park wasn't there. I don't get how they're going to, because DNA decays over time. So
Listen, bro, did you listen to that Alex Jones fucking podcast with Joe Rogan
No, man,
recently?
I didn't.
Listen to it. It's 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
You have to, man.
I'm
It's
not
insane.
going to.
Here's the thing,
I don't
though.
have 4 hours of my life to waste for that.
Well, when
if
you're
I
at work,
if I
just
listen to that
to it.
on my deathbed when they're gonna ask what my regret was, I'm gonna say I
It'll be
regret.
your regret, man. Because Rogan and
would be
Jamie,
your-
Jamie was trying to debunk everything he was saying too. Like he'd pipe in occasionally, but
I saw the highlights. I saw everyone talking about it and everything.
I don't know, the pigoids and all that, being able to genetically modify
Oh my
different
God, dude.
beings. Who knows, man? You know these scientists are crazy. Where do you think the fucking term mad scientist came from?
Evangelicals.
Probably. yeah, I would say so, yeah. But
I mean, there's literally never been a real mad scientist.
But
that's
we are
ever-
already able to clone things, so why is the realm of dinosaurs out of the realm of possibility for you?
because it hasn't happened yet. So people are complaining about stuff that hasn't happened yet.
But scientists say in the next 5 to 10 years they
if
can
they do
through
it,
chicken
if they
invoice.
do it, then show me. And if I got a little baby Tyrannosaurus right there, I'll say, hey, I don't know if we should be doing this. And I'm kind of fucking for it.
I'm for it too.
So I don't know what you're.
Hollywood's Hollywood. I think bringing back dinosaurs is a great idea.
I don't
Let's
know why
open
Jeff
up a
Goldblum
Jurassic
was, because
Park.
he was in a movie about dinosaurs attacking things. He's got the say on.
I know, yeah, like he's the most knowledgeable on
Yeah.
this situation.
So I don't
He's
really.
like, look, I came across CGI dinosaurs.
The fact that a
okay?
movie ruined the possibility that we could ever see dinosaurs again is kind of bullshit.
it is
I
complete
mean,
bullshit. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, they had some good ideas in Jurassic Park
Great
for a dinosaur park. You know,
Yeah.
make them all female. The thing is, they replaced dinosaur DNA with frog DNA in Jurassic Park. So they got all mate with each other. 'cause
Exactly.
Even being female.
Right.
So it's just, I mean,
not a great idea.
They fucked up bad.
You got to
And then
go
they
the
started
chicken route, which is what the scientists
Then
are
they started
doing now.
replacing the DNA with like puffer fish and they're like camouflage and stuff.
Right, yeah.
I mean, those scientists, they were more dumb scientists than mad
Very
scientists.
dumb scientists.
I'm really not scared. I don't think bringing back a dinosaur is gonna end the world. Maybe it is, and if I'd rather go out that way in a dinosaur apocalypse than just slowly burn to death by climate change.
Right.
So I say, if we're gonna do it, let's speed this thing up. Let's get them going.
I'm down for it. I'm down for the cause.
Dinosaurs were here a lot longer than we were.
They were
Sir. Hey,
until the giant asteroid hit or whatever. So they
that
say.
wasn't their fault.
It wasn't. Maybe
We're
they
just killing ourselves.
But,
They
but we
didn't-
don't really know. Maybe they created nuclear weaponry before us and destroyed themselves.
Well, we haven't found
in
any
a nuclear holocaust.
We have found fossils. We haven't found any evidence of that.
That's very true.
So
Yeah.
what?
So I'd say the other theory is better than that. Yeah,
But a very, very possible.
it's very possible.
But yeah, I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for dinosaurs, man.
I'm ready for all kinds of science. They've been talking about how terrible all these advancements are going to be and everything, but we
Not
haven't
at all.
found them yet.
Right.
We haven't. I mean, we
There's
still.
there's genetic modification now where they're saying that in the next 10 years also that our generation could live until we're 150 years old because we're able to like harvest organs and stuff like that, our own, or kind of like The Island. Have you seen The Island? Ian McGregor and
Yeah, of course I've seen The Island.
Scarlett Johansson.
It's probably Michael Bay's best movie.
It is, yeah, yeah. It's a good movie. Actually,
does have
hey,
explosions
we
in
talk,
it, though.
yeah, we talked some shit about Michael
It's good,
Bay,
yeah.
but it's a good movie. I liked it. But
But
that
yeah, I mean, that's
concept
like, I mean,
is so true, and it's almost relevant
kind
here
of.
now. That's why science fiction is
The thing is
awesome,
with
man, because it's like,
the thing is with that movie is clones. They don't come out adults.
no, of course not.
So,
no,
I mean,
no.
so with
But
that
I mean
movie,
the concept, But remember, they were lying to the people who bought them and said that it was dead organs. Remember when they opened up the veil and it was just the organs pumping?
Remember,
that's fake.
Even when they told the people, they didn't even really care.
They didn't give a shit. No, of course not.
So I'm like,
is it their life or the clone's life? Obviously, it's
so
my
I'm not
life.
sure why they were lying to him in the first.
You think I care about Clone Mason? Nope. I'm trying to live.
Because
bro.
remember, Ewan
I need a
McGregor's
colon.
clone or his non-clone, the real guy. He
Right.
was like, when he found out, he immediately called an insurance company. He was like, "Why is my insurance policy sitting in my living?" So he
Right.
really didn't care
No,
if
he
it was
didn't
coming
care that
from-
much. No, he was a rich prick.
Yeah, so I really don't think, and that's such an odd way to clone people for organs. That's such an odd way to get organs. I mean,
Very weird.
Why not just clone the organs?
Right, and not clone a human being.
Like they were lying
Yeah.
about. I mean, that seems like they're wasting a lot of
resources, a lot of
they gotta
food, a lot of
feed 'em,
money.
yeah.
Living
movie
expenses.
has
You
them
got to make
both.
sure they're not
That movie, yeah.
fucking. You know, like all that kind of stuff. It's tough.
Yeah, and eventually they're gonna break out.
Right.
They did.
They did. Plot behind the movie.
We gotta get an island too. I want to know what
do.
happened to those guys.
So do I. Interesting. Zombieland 2 update, which isn't really an update. This article kind of just, I hate when they do that, when they give you an article and I read through it and then I'm like, okay, you didn't really update us on it. But what's his face? The lead, Jesse Eisenberg. He said everything's going great. That's the update.
Would Jesse Eisenberg say anything else about anything?
Right,
I mean,
of course.
He's got a.
No, but the only real update that I saw in this article that it's going to be released October 11th. So again, October.
Oh yeah,
It's going to be a great month, my friend.
a
It's going to
zombie,
be a great
zombie
month,
film in October. That's good. That's awesome.
right?
We talked about it before, but I loved Zombieland.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
In a market that had way too many zombie films, that was kind of a refreshing.
It was.
Because it was. I do still love zombie films. I'll always have a softbox for. I love Shaun of the Dead. It's one of my favorite movies. I've talked about it before.
It's
but
great, yeah.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
You know, do you watch The Walking Dead anymore?
No.
Neither do
No.
I. But I guess,
Who does?
like, are the zombies like people now?
No.
I'm so confused because I'm seeing this ad where it's like they're like cognitive and they have like weapons, and I don't know if it's like a punny trailer or if it's real. But like that show has gone so far off the rails that I'm like, well, this is a possibility.
No, I have no idea. I mean, that's certainly in the realm.
I guess.
What's the point of being zombies anymore?
I know, right? What's the point? I don't get it. This was one of the ones I had too, man. Disney's Cruella movie, Nicole Kidman, is on the short list. I actually like that. I think she
What
would
is
be
the Cruella
good.
movie going to be about?
The 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, but I mean, like her coming up skinning animals. I mean, that was her whole plot. Is there a?
Jesus, I hope Disney doesn't go that dark.
Well, that was what
I mean,
she wanted.
that's
The dimension.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I mean,
but-
because this is supposed to be like, because they're doing, because they already have the Maleficent movie, so they're doing the origin tales of this.
Right. of
Isn't it
this
just gonna be a really
character.
fucking depressing
I guess
story
so,
of,
the whole
of
time,
her
yeah.
poaching animals? Because that's a
Maybe
dark,
101
that's a dark
Labradors?
premise. I watched that movie on the way back from a plane ride, 101 Dalmatians, and it's a fucking dark premise.
There's some really
she just
dark
wants to
themes
skin
in
these
Disney.
animals.
Yeah. That we don't understand until like we actually watch and we're like, holy
So
shit.
out of all the Disney villains, do you want a Cruella origin
I
story?
think she's like probably one of the most evil ones out of all of them. Who wants to skin alive puppies? Like,
Yeah, no, there's zero.
Jesus.
There's zero good qualities about Cruella. I mean, how with Maleficent, she had kind of a tragic story.
right.
How are we gonna love Cruella?
I don't know. I'm
And she wasn't even a
scratching my head on
supervillain.
that
She
one,
was just
literally.
She was just a regular person.
Yeah.
She was just a bitch
Just a bitch fashion designer. Yeah.
who hated animals or loved their skin. It's
Right.
weird how much she loves. Skin. It's like
It is
Hannibal.
odd.
It's like Buffalo Bill.
Right.
In the
There's
movie,
some
she's
sadistic
like stroke.
fuckery
Yeah.
going on. Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I'll be there to see it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I'll watch it. Why not?
I do like.
So what if it's like rated R, super gory? She's actually skinning the animals.
That's how
Like,
she
"Jeez."
started out. She's just in her parents'
The
basement.
opening credit, yeah,
She's
just
a
killing
serial
animals.
killer, yeah.
We're like, oh god.
By the way, they're coming out with Maleficent 2 with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I
they
saw
already
that.
released, which she's retired from acting, but she apparently just will do these movies.
I think it would be worth it for her. I think she
Why?
likes this role. I think she does.
Yeah, I guess I never actually saw the first one.
Neither did I. I
mean,
didn't
I
either.
didn't-
But
I didn't
from what
think I
I've
did-
heard, she
yeah.
really likes it.
I wonder why. So
Not quite sure.
Play a different villain.
You would think.
She directs now. She's a great director.
Will Ferrell and Wedding Crashers director reunite for Netflix Eurovision comedy. Adam McKay is also tied to this film as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so it might be pretty funny. It might not be this
Who knows, man?
Holmes and Sherlock horseshit that we saw this year.
Who knows, man? Will Ferrell's done some stinkers.
Yeah,
now.
but come on, man. He's Adam McKay's executive producer. Like, there's some good things
Executive
tied to this
producer,
movie.
that doesn't mean anything.
Well, he may have some
I
creative
executive
pull.
produced. I mean, probably not. Stan Lee executive produced Captain Marvel. The guy's dead.
Good point.
He
But
had
he wasn't
zero
dead during pre-production or even production.
He was dead during production. He filmed his scene before his cameo before the
before
movie.
he died?
Yeah. Well, before the movie film. That was a pre. He did that
but
early.
he's part of Marvel. That's a tough sell to say that he wouldn't be an executive producer for that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he had no. I mean, he made the story, but he didn't do anything for the movie. So anyone. I mean, so Adam McKay.
Besides coming up with the entire concept for who Captain Marvel is.
Did he write Captain Marvel?
Well, he wrote. I mean, he's the face of Marvel.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's
him
a
and his
tough
partner.
sell.
But yeah. What about this Black Adam? Another DC.
Ooh, okay. The Rock's going to be in that, right?
He's Black Adam.
Yeah, he's Black Adam.
Yeah. But reportedly may feature Hawkman, not Hawk Girl.
Not Hawk Girl, but Hawk Man?
Hawk Girl, who I've been waiting, who was in Justice League. She was good in Justice League, the cartoon that we used to watch. But yeah, Hawkman, that's a weird gender reversal for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
there
is,
is a
'cause
Hawkman, there's a Hawkman,
Yeah.
but I always feel
I'd rather see Hawk Girl.
Well, that's the one that people grew up with, so you would think, you know, everyone's about getting millennials in seats and everything, so you think they would try to, but yeah.
Right.
And Star Girl, so maybe they had to even it out,
I
gender-wise.
guess so, yeah.
But yeah, so that's another DC.
I don't really know too much on Black Adam. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Hawk Girl I do, but that's because I grew up with the DC.
I always thought Black
cartoon.
Adam was bad. I always thought he was Shazam's. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, I don't know.
This movie looks pretty good. It's called Stuber.
Stuber.
Yeah, it's with God, I'm gonna butcher his name. I know it's Kumal, but I don't know his last name. The guy from The Big Sick.
Yeah.
Kamal
Jahan. Yeah,
Jahani?
Yeah, Kamal Jahani.
Non Jahani. But in Dave Bautista are starring this. It's like a buddy cop
Got
movie.
cock on the mind?
I guess so. I guess I do. But it's like Kumal is supposed to be like this Uber driver who picks him up. And he's like a
so
badass
who
cop,
else
and
is
he's
in
supposed
it?
to be like a PC guy.
Who else is in it?
Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista,
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
I saw it too, yeah. Man, Dave Bautista. He's
I
in
know.
everything.
He's in everything now, man. He's a huge
He's like
star
a good
now.
acting Rock.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, he does halfway decent films. Like I don't think The Rock's a bad actor. It's just everything he's in is just for overseas. I feel like everything.
I haven't seen him in anything.
Except
that
Jumanji.
I haven't
I
seen him
like
in anything that
Jumanji.
I thought, oh man, this guy's selling it. I mean, Batista in Blade Runner.
2049. Yeah, that was amazing.
I did a phenomenal. I just wanted to see more of that. He could have
Same.
his full 2 hour
Spin-off movie?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of before.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because he was like a medic bot or whatever, wasn't
Right,
he, or
yep.
something? But yeah, he did like I've never seen The Rock to that
That level.
of
Right,
acting.
no,
I've never
neither
seen
have
anything
I.
like that. But of course, it doesn't mean that he couldn't. He's never had a role that's required it.
No, it's always the action guy
I
comedy.
mean,
all that.
he has done
Hobbs and
dramas.
Shaw
He's done
shit,
dramas,
you know?
but like Gridiron Gang, I guess, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he has. That's right.
Yeah. So
See, I always forget about that stuff. Now that he's so mainstream, I'm just like
yeah, he used to do like
halfway
Walking
decent.
Tall
Yeah,
and stuff
Walking
like that.
Tall
yeah.
wasn't bad. I like that one too. That was good. Carried around a baseball bat. What was the other movie
Big
that was
club.
basically the same thing?
I
Walking
can't-
Tall and
It came out, I swear, like the
God,
exact
yeah,
same
like
time.
the next year, and I was like,
It was
is
the
this
one
not
where
the
they're
same
like
movie?
in Australia or something, and yeah, it's
gonna bug me, dude. I gotta pull this up.
just look, type in The Rock movies. It's something like
I know it's Walking Tall, and then God, Rundown. Rundown and Walking Tall, which were like the same
Walking
movies. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Even similar
Titles.
titles.
Yeah.
Well, they already announced a Jumanji 3.
Yeah, and it was 2003 and 2004. Yeah, I know.
And Jumanji
Jumanji 3 and
Jumanji-
Jumanji 2 hasn't
yeah.
even
They're filming it
out
right
yet.
now. They're filming
Yeah.
it right now. I only know because I've been watching Jack Black's YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet that channel's hilarious.
You ever watch it?
No.
Jablinski Games?
I haven't.
Oh, man, it's good. It's
I
good.
just don't get Twitch, dude. I don't get how people can sit there for hours and watch people play video games.
He doesn't do that.
Oh, really?
He doesn't play any games now.
Oh, I just assumed that's what he did. So I was like,
No.
I can't do it.
No, he doesn't do that.
Like, I don't
It's
care if
just
you're
a
Jack
YouTube
Black,
channel.
even though I love Jack, but even if it's him, I can't just sit there
His
and
whole
watch
gag
people play
is
video games.
it's like every week he says he's gonna like he'll play a game for like 2 minutes out of a 10-minute clip,
Oh, okay.
barely but every week he says something's gone wrong and he can't game this week. And it's like an ongoing
Joke.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he never actually games. No, it's just him and with his kids and stuff. It's funny.
that's
you should watch
cool.
it. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I will.
It shows him go on set to Jumanji too, like they're filming right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Will he be in Jumanji 3, do we know?
Of course. Of course. I mean, I assume. How could he not?
I don't know.
They're gonna kill him off.
Okay, I think Kevin Smith got to take it easy. I like the guy. but
Guy's
he's got to
emotional.
take it easy.
He's
man.
always been emotional.
I know, but dude, a flubbering mess after seeing Stan Lee's cameo. The cameo lasted 2 seconds.
No, it was because they made a Mallrats joke in the movie.
Wow.
That's why he
Went
was
right
crying.
over my head.
That's why he was crying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So now he's part of the Marvel universe.
Right, that makes more sense.
So he was bawling because
Okay,
of
I
that.
get
Yeah.
that. Okay, I get that then. Never mind. Yeah, because I'd be bawling if I had any.
Yeah, and
sort of
yeah.
pull in
So that
Star
was the
Wars,
reason. But
you know.
he's an emotional man.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
very emotional.
But I
He's
get
very
that. I
passionate.
get that. But I thought
Yeah.
he
And
was a
he's-
blubbering mess because of the
No.
2-second cameo. I'm like, bro, chill.
And he's a huge. I mean, like he says, Marvel. Like
It's
that
his
was
life.
his inspiration
Right.
and everything. And
Yeah.
he was really good friends with Stan Lee and everything.
Yeah, and that all makes sense.
Yeah, he wasn't just crying,
yeah, I just thought because he saw him on.
But the
screen,
fact that
I'm
he
like,
took a
"Jeez,
picture of him crying like after and then posted like,
Come on, man. Not the best
Just
time
make
to
a
take a
post.
selfie. Yeah, just be like,
make a
I
post
got
and-
super
yeah.
emotional. Yeah,
hey, that's Hollywood for you, man.
it is Hollywood.
They're
It is, man.
performers.
They are. That's what
all
they
they
do.
do.
That is what they do.
Jurassic World 3. I have no idea what's going on.
God, for the love of God, I hope if it's even 50% better than the last one, it'll get. Well, I don't even know where I was going there because it was awful. The Fallen Kingdom was awful.
Oh yeah.
I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad because they have so many great and interesting concepts they can do, and they just continually shit the bed with that.
Jurassic World.
I mean, in the
Jurassic
second
World
one,
was
Jurassic
good.
World was
Yeah.
good. I really liked Jurassic World. That's why I was so excited for this one. And then the second one was just absolute dog shit.
No, it was ass. Yeah. I don't
terrible.
know. I have no idea.
I really hope they can pull it together.
I don't know how they're going to. I don't know where they're going to go from at this point
Yeah, neither do
in
I.
the story.
I have no idea,
Mean, how
dude.
are they
Yeah.
revamping, or how are they? What's going to be the next dinosaur? They got to do a new dinosaur every time. I mean, that's their thing.
I hope they tone it the fuck down. Is what I hope. Like, let's not get stupid. I mean, a fucking weapon on a dinosaur. Can we stop with that? Can we stop? Since when are dinosaurs not enough for anyone?
I know.
For anyone.
We talk about it all the time.
I know. Don't
We
get me
talk about
going.
it all the time.
You get me in
Listen,
a bad
don't,
mood, dude.
Don't. I don't want to get you going. I know.
Yeah, you
I
do
know
not.
you're gonna get
You
your
do
blood
not.
pressure up.
Yep.
I do. Look at that. Tom
Whoa, what's
Hardy as
this?
Al Capone
Are you shitting me?
in Fonzo. Isn't it crazy? He looks a lot like him.
How have I not heard about this? When does this come out?
I don't know. No idea, man.
This is all you have? You bring this news to me, Cash Kraus.
I
And this is
literally-
all
we're-
you have.
We're looking at it in real time
Oh my
together.
God.
I mean, we're both discovering this.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I mean, it must be early.
Let's see. Just Fonzo is the name of it?
Yeah, Fonzo.
They got a trailer and everything. Damn.
What?
Yeah. I mean, we won't watch it on the podcast, but yeah, they got a trailer for it.
Does it say when it's coming out?
Let me check.
I have not seen anything about it.
2019.
Wow.
That's what they're saying here. They haven't given us a month yet, but that is 2019.
Have you ever seen Children of the Corn?
Yes.
You,
Of course. How have I
don't-
not seen Children of the Corn? Yeah. I watched all
There's
the
some movies that you haven't seen that
That's
are like
true.
super famous, and then okay, now you've seen Children of the Corn.
Well, it's horror film,
it's
dude.
shitty,
Yes,
though.
of course.
But it's, I mean, yeah. So don't. That's surprising me. I mean, I'll never know what movies you've seen.
That's true.
Somehow your parents didn't let you watch any movies, but you've seen Children of the Corn.
Yeah, there's some movies that I may have snuck and watched out of curiosity.
And Children of the Corn was one of them.
Well, yeah,
It must have
children who
who
are what?
Right? It must have scared you.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. The only movie I really got scared
When's
of
the last
as
time
a
you
child.
watched it?
Oh, it's been years. It's been
It's not
years.
very
Probably
good.
like 8 or 10 years, honestly.
The children are still very scary. It turned 35 this year.
Wow, I didn't think it was that old.
Is that crazy? 35.
35, huh?
Yep. That's when Stephen King movies were just being pumped out weekly, and he was doing mountains of cocaine, and he was writing stories as fast as he could write.
Did you see the new Pet Sematary trailer, too?
Another one? We just talked about the last one. Last week. Was there another one that has released since then?
Maybe that was the same one then. But the new trailer looks even better. It looks like they're doing a different spin on the whole, on the book. It looks like they're going to focus more after the resurrection than anything else. Because there's a ton.
That's what it looked like, too.
Yeah.
It looks like it gets right into the kid.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
It's not really, though, because, like...
They show it in the trailer.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
So it's like...
Yeah, they do show
They
it
kind
in
of
the
ruin the
trailer,
whole
yeah.
book, right away. But
Well, I mean, the kid gets killed in the book halfway through.
Right, but it deals a lot more with whether or not he's going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the movie, I think will take a different route.
I think that's kind of smart. I think you have to. Because in the book, that makes sense. But I think showing that in a movie, that's really slow. That was really slow.
Who wants to watch
And the scariest
part
part is when the fucking kid comes back.
Right,
and starts. So that's the part you want to show.
Exactly.
But yeah, I still think it's gonna be good. I mean,
so do I. I'm excited.
That part in the book is the part I want to see in the movies when the kid comes back.
Right.
Those are the scariest fucking scenes. But yeah, that kid
And they
gets hit
reverse
by a truck.
They reverse genders though. Did you notice that in the trailer? It's the little girl instead of the little boy.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's the boy
and
it's
the girl
and the girl was the older sister.
The girl's older too, because in the
Exactly.
book the kid is like
4 or 5.
young.
Yeah.
He's young, and in the movie the kid's really young. In the old movie, the shitty one, the kid's really young.
But this one, it's a girl and she's older.
Girls.
Little
girls are scarier.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that might be because of The Shining. Just screwed me up because of those freaking twins.
Oh yeah, that's right. The hallway sequences. I feel it.
That messed me up. I do not like. Yeah, but yeah, good. It's gonna be scary. When does that come out?
April 14th, I want to say. April's a great month too.
I haven't
man.
seen a good scary movie in the theater since I don't even know when.
Hereditary.
Hereditary was probably the last one.
Maybe Halloween, but that was more of like
Halloween.
a thriller. I didn't classify that as like
that was
horror.
horror. So I guess that would have been the most recent.
Yeah.
Halloween. So I guess it's only been a few months.
But I'd say like true. Yeah, I'd say like true horror. Hereditary.
Yeah, I never went. So did you ever go see Happy Birthday to You, the second one? Oh.
But I heard it wasn't that bad. I just haven't seen the first one.
People like the first one.
Yeah. It's like a Groundhog's Day for horror. But I don't know.
Pretty much.
I just didn't want to
Did you
see
watch
it. I knew what
Russian
was gonna
Doll on
happen.
Netflix yet?
Martian Doll?
Russian Doll.
No, I haven't. That's a TV show though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No, I
good
haven't.
though. But it's
I still haven't watched the Haunted Hill.
It's a Groundhog
House.
Day-esque story.
Yeah.
You still haven't watched
No.
What are you doing with your life?
Watching movies.
Figure it out,
I
bud.
do. You're right.
You gotta put a show in there once in a while. You gotta
I
slip
know.
something
I
in. You
gotta
get
mix it
burned
up
out.
just a
Yeah.
little bit. I know.
Come on. There's good
Problem is,
TV
the
shows out.
There's 10 hours of shows. I don't have 10 hours
Yeah,
to watch.
but we're
a
living
show.
in the golden age of TV shows.
I know.
You don't want to be.
You don't want to miss
40
out.
years from now, your kids are asking what it was like to be in the days when,
Of Netflix
when
and-
True Detective
yeah.
was on, and then you got nothing to say. You're saying you're
Sorry,
sitting
kids. I
around.
haven't seen shit. I was too busy watching
They're
shit
still
ass
on my. They're
movies.
still in my queue. I still gotta get around.
Oh, dude.
sorry, kid.
My queue's ridiculous right now. There's
never
probably
queue
like
movies. I just-
150 in there. It's so annoying.
I just try to remember. Last bit of news: Tom and Jerry movie. Did you ever watch Tom and Jerry when you were a kid?
All the time.
Oh yeah, so
All the time. I watched all the movies.
It was
the
it was
famous milk carton movie.
It was yeah, it was a show that always played on like you remember we had TV shows like Boomerang and stuff
Yep.
where they just played old cartoons?
Right.
They would just play like 8 hours straight of Tom and Jerry during the day.
At least. I
So
could
if
not
you-
believe how many episodes there were of Tom and
So
Jerry.
if you ever like stayed home from school or something, you either watched Judge Judy because that was always on
Right.
daytime TV, or Tom and Jerry was always on.
What was interesting about Tom and Jerry, too, is some of them were like silent, where they never talked, and then some of the movies they did talk.
Yeah,
So it was like always
in the
back
later
and
ones. I
forth.
think in the show they never talked.
No,
But I think
in
they
like
gave 'em
all of the
voices in
movies,
later,
yeah, they talked. Which
I'm more of a non-talking. That show was violent though.
yeah, it was.
I mean, people were dying.
People die.
People die.
Things
That's
happen.
True. It's very true.
You know,
Well, you got any other movie news?
I think
It was
that's
kind
it
of
for
a
me.
slow week.
Very slow week for movie
Just a
news.
shit ton of Captain Marvel.
Right,
Everything.
just a
I
lot
mean,
of
people are
controversy,
just-
which we will hop into in the next episode.
Yeah, look forward to our Captain Marvel discussion.
Coming out this Thursday.
Yes, because we
Yes.
we'll break that down because there is
A
we
lot
talked
of
about-
stuff to go over.
Have you seen the reviews that it's out right now?
Yeah, over 50,000 reviews were deleted on Rotten Tomatoes.
So has an 80% critic score
Correct.
and had like a 49% user. That's like Last Jedi. I think Last Jedi might have had a smaller gap.
Right.
That's crazy.
I don't want to say too much.
I
'cause-
don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me because I do not know where the hate's coming from. So I can guess.
Oh,
I can
we're gonna
guess where it's
okay.
coming from. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought me and you were gonna have. Yeah, we'll jump into it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start the next
That's a
one.
little teaser.
A little tease
teaser for
into
the next
our
one, yeah.
Thursday episode because there's a lot to break down with that
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie, and I'm excited to talk to you about it.
Oh, yeah.
To see your thoughts on Captain Marvel. All right, so we're on YouTube, everyone. Type in "Have you seen it?" Go to channels. We are the second one, not the one with money, but the popcorn, the angry popcorn man in the director's chair. That is us.
Do not watch that first one. Do not watch the other.
Oh, don't subscribe to the other one because I think some people have done that.
Don't
accidentally.
even click. It's not
he
worth your
literally-
time.
It's a Have You Seen It channel, but it's all about guns, and he's got 7 videos, and it's all like
Oh, that's of
weird
the
guns
couple
video.
of the old people.
No, not
talking about the
them.
movie.
No, they're not even on the. No, just when you look up videos. If you look up videos, they're the top one.
Yeah.
But then they hardly ever do them.
Don't click on them either.
Don't click on them either.
Don't click on
That's
the gun
why-
guy either. Don't.
No, that's why if you go to channels, type in "Have you seen it?" Go to channel. We're the second one down. We're the angry popcorn guy. You can't miss us.
What's his theme? Have you seen this gun?
Yeah, it's "Have you seen it?" with a question mark with just dollar bills. It's so stupid.
He's just showing me. Have you seen this?
But he's
gun?
got more videos than us, so he's higher up and more subscribers. As
Well,
as it
honestly,
sits.
I don't want to say anything bad about that guy because we know he does have guns.
That's true.
So-
But so do I, and I'm locked and ready to go, my dude.
Well, you're going to war, huh?
I'll go to war for this podcast. You betcha.
I don't think we're famous enough yet.
No, definitely not.
Not to risk our lives.
not to risk our lives. No, no.
Hopefully we'll get there. Then we'll put
Hopefully.
our lives on the line.
Let's do it.
And we will duel or fight anyone that says
Anyone.
anything to us.
I'm in complete agreement, Cash. So find us on YouTube, guys. Look up channel, second channel down, Angry Popcorn Guy. We're on Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Facebook page. We now have a Facebook page. You can click on my profile, Mason Knight. From there, you can find the Have You Seen It Facebook page, which is regularly updated with movie trailers, the latest ones. It's a cool little channel, cool little page.
Cool little page.
Cool little
It's got
page.
cool little things on there. It's real neat.
Really.
People are going to like it.
Instagram as well. Have you seen it? We update our stories, our episodes. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere you can find
Give
podcasts.
us a review on Apple iTunes.
Yeah, please give us a review, guys. We're going to start bringing on guests here shortly, kind of do a guest of the month where we bring on the listeners of this podcast to come and review a movie with us. So if you are interested, hit us up in DMs, any of our social medias, and we will get back to you. With that said, without further ado.
Bye.